Hello my protruding eye queens, I have got a festive video coming at you today. Today we are going to be exploring the world of glittery eyeshadow when it comes to our eye shape. Specifically, I have 3 different looks that I'm going to be teaching you and talking to you about that will, without a doubt, look great on your eyes if you want to use glittery shadow. And I'm also going to give you a couple tips on what not to do. Let's get started. Okay, so as we usually do at the start of these videos, we're going to talk about what most people do with glitter eyeshadow. What is the standard that we usually see in conventional beauty and in media and whatnot when it comes to glitter eyeshadow? So many people choose to put a glitter eyeshadow in the inner corner up onto the center of the lid. Usually it's like all over that area, or maybe 2 different glitter shades, but there's usually glitter on the center and the inner corner. And then they usually put a matte shade in the crease and on the outer third. That is what we see most, right? This is kind of an example of what I'm talking about. This can look good on our eyes, but I personally just don't think it's making your eyeshadow do the most for you. Mainly because on our eye shape, putting glitter of any kind in the inner corner can make us look tired or emphasize the bags or bulge in our eyes if it travels at all. Now, if you have a glitter you really trust that you use a glue with or just will not move, then I think you might be safe to put some in your inner corner. But if you have our eye shape and you use any kind of eyeshadow that you know for a fact does travel a little bit when there's glitter involved, it may not be the best for you. No one likes a look where the glitter in the inner corner has traveled down and is now like on this area right here, or like all under the eye, especially on our eye shape. It's just not a cute look. But don't worry, I've got your back. If you want to play with glitter eyeshadow, girl, you're gonna play with some glitter eyeshadow. So I'm going to show you 3 looks that look great on protruding eyes where you can involve glitter and still look really cute. Number 1, we are starting with the easiest technique, I would say, arguably, and that is all over glitter. Similar to how we've talked about using a slightly darker shade all over the lid to balance out the eye in previous videos, if you're going to use glitter on our eye shape, sometimes the easiest way to create a balanced look is to put that glitter all over the eye. That does come with one stipulation, however. If you do this, I recommend starting in the outer third of the eye with whatever glitter you're using and just blend from the outer corner, pack the most glitter maybe on the outer corner. Try to fade it when it gets to the inner corner. This actually still emphasizes the inner corner because it looks different than the rest of the eye, but then you don't have to stress and worry about the fact that that glitter on the inner corner might migrate to the under eye later on in the day. You will still look totally glam and gorgeous, but you are only going to be putting emphasis on the parts of your eye that you want to emphasize. It puts you in the driver's seat. Now, number 2 is my take on the standard look. To achieve a sexy glittery eye with the kind of standard or more common look that you see people do really often, to make that work for our eye shape, you only have to change one thing. Keep the inner corner matte. That doesn't mean that you can't still highlight your inner corner with bright whites or any bright colors that you want to use, but you'll still focus the glitter on the center of the eye, or you could even put it on the outer 2/3 of the eye if you want a ton of glitter. Just use matte shades on the crease in the inner corner. That's my recommendation. That's going to keep the look balanced. You're not going to have to worry about glitter migrating places that isn't going to look good for you, and you'll get the same overall effect. And last but not least, this is probably the hardest technique to master, but it's really not that hard. You'll see a little demo here of how I do it, and this is the look I'm wearing today on my eyes. But if you do want a specific video for any of these looks, kind of talking about little tips and tricks you can do to really optimize them, then let me know. You've probably even seen the halo eye trend pick up speed over the last few years, but if you haven't, let me explain. A halo eye is when the center of the eyelid is the only part that is highlighted or light catching, and you place darker shadow on both the inner and outer portions of the eye to kind of frame and set the stage for the glitter in the center. Now, this is a really clever trick for protruding eye queens like us, because we're basically, if we use this technique, just emphasizing and playing into the natural shadows our eyes already have. Most of us with protruding eyes have eyes that are pushed forward or look like they're bulging a little bit, and the center of the eye is the frontmost forward part. It is pushed forward most, and the corners recede a little bit, and naturally that means that the center of the eye looks a little brighter to people. It catches light, it comes forward a little bit, and the corners are pushed back. That's exactly what this eye look achieves. That's why this is probably my favorite look of all 3, even though I do go for like a glitter all over the eye look pretty often. That's so easy. This technique, this option number 3, is not really for the faint of heart, because you really are emphasizing what God gave you. You're not hiding these protruding eyes. Creating a halo eye on our eye shape will emphasize your God-given gift, and it will make your eyes look completely mesmerizing. Alright queens, so those were my recommendations for protruding eye glitter. I hope that makes you feel more comfortable using glitter this time of year. I don't know about you, but this festive holiday season always makes me want to just pump it up a notch, put a little glitter on the eye. Let me know how these tips work for you. Let me know if you want to see any other protruding eye video content. Just let me know what you would love to know more about when it comes to our eye shape. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button down below before you leave if you liked the video, and I will see you in the next one.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes.